Hi everybody, hello, hello, hello. Oh, that's an extra hello today. I am back with the ABC April 2024. Uh, well, I was going to call it a challenge. It kind of is a challenge because I'm challenging myself to do it every day of the month of April. I think we get Sundays off. Sure, Margaret or Tony said we get Sundays off. So I'll be sitting with my feet up in a darkened room, probably. So we've done A. I can't remember what we did for A. What did we do for A? Acetate. Acetate. B. We did the belly band with a button and banners. So we had that one well covered. And today is C, and the prompts they've suggested, although you can use any at all, is correspondence, cover, collage, clusters, charms. So it's quite a rich one, this one. There's lots of goodies in there. But I have chosen as my main theme correspondence. Now we are doing a botanical theme, overall theme, to this month. So I can make a journal with them at the end and they'll all be thematically matched. They'll all go together. Yes, they will. So, correspondence. Now, could do envelopes, but if you have a look at E, envelope is one of the suggested prompts for E. So, I'm going to leave envelopes and I'm going to come back to something that, I don't know, I think it's probably a bit of, it's one of my staples, really. And I bet all of my regular viewers are groaning at this point because you know what's coming. Postcards. I love them. They make fabulous little journaling cards. They look sweet. They're easy to do. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'll just pop the prompt sheet to one side. And I've got out a piece of A4, that stuff that's on the verge between paper and card. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but and I'm going to make this into 4 postcards. If you're doing this in the States, your paper will be slightly different size. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. And for my background, this really is deja vu. You've just seen me do this on a different project. I'm going to brayer my background because I don't want it bright white like that. Excuse me. And I thought about doing it in green. In fact, why did I not do it in green? Last time I did the background, I did it in blue, I think, by what I've got left. Shall I use green then? Let's use green. Okay. So I'm going to use bundled sage. My apologies if this is exactly what you've already seen before. So I'm using distress paints. You can use any paint you've got. Honestly, you really can. Give that a good shake up. And I'm just going to put myself a line along there. Get my brayer, which I appreciate if you're a new starter, you probably don't have a brayer. But I use mine quite a lot. It's I've started muckying the clean paper already. So with a brayer, how you load it is, go into the paint, roll it down and pick your brayer up. Don't just go like that because this bit will never get any paint on it. So go like that, pick it up and you see it starts to spread over the whole roller. And then we're just going to roller that onto there. This is going to be our background. I don't want it too dark, but I do want something on the background. And I think brayering gives a lovely, you can't really control it. So it's a kind of a hit and miss type job. And I love that. So I'm using green, as I say, because we've used a botanical theme. I had laid out tattered rose, and I don't know why. That is not a colour I use very often, but green is the order of the day. So you see we're getting some nice marks laid down here. They're definitely there, but they're not too dark that we can't work on top of them. Looking really nice, actually. I'm just using up what's on what I've put out. So there we are. I'm happy with that. That's our background. So I'm just going to clean this up. It's all water based, so you can pick it up with water. I really tend not to clean my brayer very much. That's about as much as it's going to get, to be honest. Take a piece of blue roll and just wipe over that. And that's clean enough for me. Of course, if you are a much neater and tidier crafter than me, you can take your brayer to the sink and wash it off. There we are. Just like it never happened. Oh, goodness me. Serious froggage. Okay, so that's that. It just needs to dry. There's not a lot of paint on there, to be honest, so it won't take long to dry, but I'll just waft it over. There we are. That's good and dry now. So I just want to quarter it. That's all I want to do. So I'm just going to fold it in half lengthways and just make a little mark there and cut that. Along there. This way at least you don't lose any paper, you don't waste any paper at all. There we are, and then I want to do the same with this one. So no measuring, no nothing. Just fold it in half, little crease where you need to measure. We need to cut. There we are, we've got 4 postcards. That's it. See you tomorrow. Well, that's not quite it, is it? So they should be, and they are, relatively the same size. So next, I think the thing to do is ink around them, really. Shall I ink next? Or no, I'll tell you, next thing I'm going to do is I'm fortunate that I have got this set from Tim. It's called Postcards CMS 099. It's a very new, early one for him, and it's just 10 different postcards. Now I also have a Globland set, which I cannot lay my hands on at the moment, which also has a postcard stamp in it, and they are much less expensive. So, you know, or alternatively, if you've got nice writing, you can write it on. But I'm going to select some of these and stamp them on. The only thing that I don't like about these is you can't, like cling stamps, you can see exactly where you're going. These rubber stamps, obviously you can't because they're rubber. But let's give it a go. So I'm going to stamp the postcard part in black, which is over here. And I want it fairly central at the top, and I do want it straight. So here goes. Hold your breath, guys and gals. That's okay. It's missed a little bit there. I'm not that fussed about that. Looks nice. And I wanted it further over to this side if I could, so I can leave this side for decorating. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much where I wanted it. And I'll do another one with this one. Once again, I want it more over to that side if I can. I want it straight. Don't want much, do I? Yeah, that's all right. It's a really nice stamp, that one. Let's try a different one though, just to be different. Let's use this one. It's a big sort of flamboyant one. It's another lovely day here. I don't know what we've done to deserve this weather, but it's absolutely glorious. You might have seen from the photographs that Mr. F posted from York that it was really lovely when we were there as well. So there's that one, and I'll use the same one for the next one as well. So let's just hope we're all right. That's the best we can do. There we go. Okay, so we've got 4 bits of card. It's got a background on it and it's stamped with the words postcard. So we're making progress. So it's now turned into correspondence. But there's a few things that we need to do first before we can call it done. Just checking my hands. And one of those is to get your fine liner and your ruler and draw a line. If you think about a postcard that you would get, I don't suppose you'd get any now, to be honest. They're kind of a thing of the past, aren't they? But if you can think what postcards look like, they tend to have a line down there. This side's for the address, this side is for you to write on, and then the other side's got a picture. Well, we're going to leave the other side, this side, blank for journaling, because our needs as a junk journaler are slightly different from those who send postcards from the day out at the beach or whatever. So I'm just lining my Timmy line up there, and I'm going to draw a line down there. So there we are, we've halved that, well, we've sort of halved it. And then what I want to do is put some lines down the address side. So I'm going to line that line up with a line on my Timmy ruler. I'm going to come in 1/4 inch and draw quite a short line. That's the bit that says 2. Then I'm going to bring that down so that line is on the 1/2 inch line. This is when Timmy rulers really come into their own. And I'm going to come in 1/4 inch and go along to 3/8 inch from that end. Once again, get the last line lined up with the 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch to 3/8 from the end. Same procedure. 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch in, 3/8 from that end. And have we got, do we need another one on that? Yeah, probably. So the same again. Where are we? There we are. so there we are. Starting to look like a postcard, isn't it? Really is. So I will do the rest of these, but you don't need to watch me do them, so you can see what I did. So I'll carry on with those and I'll come back to you when I've got those all done. Okay, so that's the 4 of them looking even more like postcards, but they're missing something. And what they're missing is a stamp. And Tim Holtz does a sticker book that is all stamps, but if you don't have that, you might have a stamp set that's got a stamp on it. A lot of stamp sets do come with stamps on them. Just looking through the few stamp sets that I've got laid out here, just to see if any of them do. Yeah, that little one there does. See this little stamp set here? It's got that little stamp on it. So have a look through your stamps before you comment that you haven't got any stamps in your stash. And let's just see what we want. Don't know, let's go for the Staten Island one. For no reason whatsoever. And I'm going to do it in, I was going to do it in black, but no. Shall I? Ooh, that's a question. No, I might do it in something else. Let's do it. Oh. No, I'm going to do it in black. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it in green. Let's do it in green. And I'll do it in the Shady Lane because I like it. It's one of my favourite versifying colours. Shady Lane. And, oh, it's upside down there. Just going to put it slightly on the wonk. Perfect. That looks nice, doesn't it? And I'll select another stamp for this so that they're all a little bit different. So Staten Island, you can go back. Thank you for your service. That one there, don't know what that says, but I'll use that one. Is that upside down as well? Can't tell till I get it inked. And I'm not going to use Shady Lane for that. I'll use this Portobello. It's a kind of browny, sort of nondescript stamp-like colour, I would say. Which way is up? That way, I think. There we are. Oh yeah, that looks all right. And put that one away. See, this is fun, isn't it? It's fun. We're just playing. Nothing too serious going on here. I want a red, so I shall use strawberry, and I want a blue. Which blue shall I use? I'll use Very Perry. That's a very pretty blue. So let's do the red one next. This has got somebody who looks a bit kingy. Looks a bit kingy on it. That's come out quite pink actually over the top of top of the green, but that's fine. Perfectly fine. You can go back, Mr. King, wherever you came from there. And I'll just take the one next to it. This is a Timmy set, I'm pretty sure, because I feel sure I've got the original. I do buy stamps from Temu. I'm aware of the copyright issues that they have, but I only buy from Temu the ones I've already bought from Timmy, because that way it's fair, he's made some money, and I personally like the cling stamps better than the rubber stamps. So there we go. So we've got all our postcards stamped. Next thing is, well, you'll see when we get to the next thing. So yeah, that's why I end up with two lots of stamps, the Timu ones and the Timmy ones, because I prefer the Timu ones, simple as that. So what I want now is a little postmark. I'm pretty sure I have one. Ah yeah, there it is. This is another set that's a Timmy set, and this is the Timu one. The Timmy set of this, they all came not cut out, if you like, and they all left ink around the edges, which was not nice. Didn't like it. But I bought it, I've got it, but I bought the Timu one quick shot because... So what I'm going to do now is do that franking sort of mark that stamps get when they've been franked. Like that. There's something quite pleasing about this. Sort of feel like a postmistress. I don't know what it is, I just like it. And then there. And then what I want to do is find one of those, a round thing that's got a name of a place on it, like where it's been posted from, which I have laying out here. I don't know which set this came from. And I'm going to do this in black as well. It actually says London Exhibition 1984, no, I don't know, 1884 something. And I'm just going to stamp that very loosely. I don't really want the whole stamp. You'll get it, of course, if you don't want it, but yeah, like that, just parts of it. Lovely, great. So let's have a look at what we've got then. We've got things that look to me to be quite postcardish. Don't you think? They look pretty good. Now, it's at this stage you can decide whether you want to ink or you don't want to ink. Because there's a lot of things going into this journal that are inked, I'm going to ink these. I think they look, usually things don't look finished to me until they're inked. I like these uninked, so it's really up to you. Do what you fancy doing. I'm just going to use the vintage photo, which I've been using throughout, my dauber, and just make a start on inking these. And I just like the look of them so much more when they've got a bit of ink around them. And then, by Jove, we're ready to start decorating. Let the fun really commence. So there we are, you can see the difference that makes to the other three. So I'll just ink those and I'll be back. Okie dokie, so the next thing to do is to start decorating. So let's just select one at random. I'll select this one. And I have fussy cut something that is not a digital. It came out of a book I got from a charity shop. I had a lady yesterday tell me that she, you know, not all newbies, not all beginners have got printers. She couldn't afford one, and even if she had, she couldn't afford the ink to run it. And you know, I hear you, I empathise. And so what I've done for this is not use digital, but use a book that I got from a charity shop. Well, Mr. F got from a charity shop. And I've fussy cut something out of there. And what I've done is I've fussy cut this. And I thought that would look really nice there. Really, really nice. Except it needs something around it a little bit, obviously. So what I'm going to do is take another stamp set. This is Field Notes. Those of you that know me know I have actually bought the Timmy version of this twice now, and all I use is this one. So, do I want white or cream? That's a good question. Maybe cream, I think. The white might be just a touch stark. So I'm going to stamp out my stamp. If I could find my, yeah, here it is. And I'm going to do it in red. Because we've got red on the flower, we've got red on the stamp. So I'm going to stamp this in red. I'm not stamping directly onto my postcard for lots of reasons. Primarily, I don't trust myself. So I'm stamping onto a remnant of cream card. Like that, perfect. And then I'm going to take the stamp that's lying next to it, which is a strip of numbers. And I'm going to do these in black and stamp them. They just fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to stamp those in black inside there. Like so. There we have a little stamped label, really. So let's cut that out and see where we think that would look nice. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Yeah, fussy cut that out, and fussy cut obviously belongs on the F challenge, but oh, that's anything but straight. Anything but straight. But you know, we have the technology. It seems to be quite a common thing among young journalists that using scissors they cannot cut straight. I don't know what it is, but I'm not the only one, I will say that. Right, there we are. So we've got our nice little label, and I could put it there, perhaps. That would look quite nice. Let's just ink around it as we go. Just come over into the label itself, so that can go there, that can go there. So I think I do need something stamped onto the postcard. Maybe something from the Field Notes set. Maybe the one that says specimen, that's nice. So do I want to put it up there? I just spilled a glass of water before I started videoing, and my stamps, I thought I'd dried them, but I haven't. They're still a bit wet. I'm not to be trusted. I need a Tommy Tippy cup. That's what I need in here. I'm going to ask Mr. F to look out for a Tommy Tippy cup. At the age of 64, oh no, I'm 65, sorry. I've regressed to a Tommy Tippy cup. Now I could put that there, but you would not see the specimen. I could put it there. No, I am going to put it there. I think it needs to be there. And I'm going to do that in, what colour am I going to do that in? I don't want to do it in red particularly, I don't think. Or do I? No, probably not. So maybe black, or maybe, yeah, maybe this one, Portobello. It's just dark enough to stand out, but not. Okay, so I want it about there. I'm going to take this line down here as straight. Stamp that there. That's nice. It's there, but it's not shouting at you like black would be, for example. Now then. Oh, these are all wet. Yuck. Yucky, yucky. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. We might need a little bit more, do you think? Just something up here? It's even a number. Or even something that says figure 1. Figure 1, where are they? Here they are. And this stamp set, they're joined together, figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3. So you kind of have to be careful when you ink it. And I am going to do this one in black. And I just want to ink the figure 1. So just be careful and you can manage it. Might take a bit of practice. And I'm going to put that there. Figure 1. That looks nice, doesn't it? I'm sorry whoever that is that's just messaged me, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't read your message. I'll get back to you after I've videoed this. Do we need any more than that? I really don't think we do. I think that's fine. So let's get sticking. We just stick this down. I haven't used my glue today, so oh yeah, look at that. It's been going through a really good period lately, my glue. Not clogging up. I'm going to step that just in from the edge, just a little bit. Like that. And before I stick this down, I'm going to put a little bit of sellotape, faux aged sellotape on there. I've actually got red sellotape. No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. I just want a little bit. Where shall I put it? On the bottom? Yeah, I'll put it there. Lovely. Just trim that excess little bit off. It's just an extra bit of grunge, really. And that's going there, isn't it? Yeah, so stick that down as well. Am I going to ink that flower? I don't think so. I like it the way it is. So let's glue that down. So that's easy, wasn't it? That was an easy one to do. So lunch will be ready soon. Oh, I was just saying how well you were doing, glue. Don't give up now. Let's get this right then. Where do we want it? About there. Yeah, about there. Whoops. Lovely. Get your towel. Just go around it. That'll pick up any excess glue and push your fussy cut down nicely. Oh, look at that. I've just done that. Oh. Oh. What a mess. Didn't realise I had that all over my hands. Well, it's there now. I don't suppose I can do anything to get it off. Oh. I'm not making it better, put it that way. Right, so let's just trim this on the back. And there we have it. Postcard number 1. It has got a bit of a bleep there, but I could actually put a butterfly there. Do you think I should? Yeah, I think I probably should. When I come to doing butterflies, which is later on, I'll put a butterfly there. But I like it. It's nice. And I did a prototype, kind of the same thing. But for that one, I used a piece of Timmy ephemera. but I figured that I didn't want people saying that they didn't have the Timmy ephemera, so I've used a fussy cut. So that's those two. Right, what should we do for the next one? Okay, well, the next one I want to use decoupage, and what I want to use are these little gorgeous little blue tits, and that one's just going to fit on there perfectly, isn't he? Just like he was made to measure, actually. I don't think I want the stick. I think I probably just want the bird. So I'm just going to tear it out. All three layers are together at this point, and it tears more easily that way. And I just hold my thumb where I don't want to tear and tear around it. I might save that little bit of stick if I can. Bit of tree that he's landed on. I know some of you use a paintbrush with water on, go around the area that you want to keep. That never works for me. I always end up tearing it. So I just tear it with my thumb. And it works okay. I've also heard people say don't use the bit around the bottom that's crimped together. I don't know why they say that, because it absolutely doesn't matter. Once it's stuck down, you can't see whether it was crimped or it wasn't crimped. So don't let that put you off using a bit that you want to use. Yeah, he's going to look nice there, isn't he? He really is. So to keep them with a theme, I want a stamp and I want one of those labels. So which colour shall I do this label in? I'll maybe do it in shady green. What colour was that I used there? Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? Portobello. So yeah, maybe I'll stamp with that then. So I'm going to use the big field label one, I think, in my wet stamps. Oh, here comes Mr. F. Is lunch ready?
Well, it can be. Depends how long you're going to be.
10 minutes.
Oh, I'll keep it warm.
Thank you.
Or I'll eat it, one or the other.
All right. Thank you. So let's just stamp this kind of there. Bird's going to go there. So if we stamp that there, let's stamp it further down so you can get to see the field label. Okay. So once again, I'm going to take this line as being straight. Stamp that there. Lovely. Very nice. And we probably I want to do a label like we did with this one. I like the idea of the continuity of that going through them. So where's my cream bit card? Here we are. Let's get the label one out again. Ink it up. I'm just going to use the same colour so they all sort of match. Stamp that. And I don't know which of these numbers fit in there actually. Is that 785? I don't know, does it? You know what, it does. I never knew that before. So let's use that one. It's quite a big, bold colour. Stamp. But it'll be fine. And I'll do it in black. this is going to stamp okay because it was wet. Yeah, it didn't stamp brilliantly, but near enough. It's moving around on the stamp block because it's so wet. That's just silly. I think I'm going to have to dry them. Yeah, so let's cut this one out then. Oh, the lure of my lunch now. But I want to do this one and then it can be drying then whilst I have my lunch. There we go. Let's just ink around that. I quite like that actually, the way it's come out. It looks a bit shabby. So I'm just going over this sort of central part. I'm leaving the very centre still cream. Right, let's see, where is it? Where are you? Here you are. Okay, so I've got that. I've got him. I feel I need something else. I'm not sure actually that I even like that. It's a bit too, would have been better in white that. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to do it again in white. Because it doesn't look right. And if it doesn't look right when you place it down like that, you know, as a tester, it ain't going to look any better once you've glued it, I can tell you. So if you don't like it, change it. So often I've thought, no, it'll be all right when it's stuck down. It's not. It's the same. I'm not even sure that I like that big 785. I think it might be a bit big as well. So let's just go around here and see what we've got. That one would fit in. That's possibly a bit better. I didn't realise that so many of these fitted inside those things, you know, just didn't. I'm drying this time. Excuse me. And that just fits. But it does fit. Look at that. I guess everybody, I bet you all knew and you're going, what's the matter with you? How come you didn't know that? Well, I just didn't. Right, let's cut this out then. Let's use the big scissors. I feel like I'm a bit more accurate with the big scissors. I think this will look a bit better. I think so anyway. Let's ink it and see what we think. Wait, it's alive. Yep, that looks better. So let's put that there. We'll have our birdie there. But we definitely need something up here. Well, what? What do we need up there? That's the question. What have I got on here? They're all sliding off because they're wet. Oh dear. I've got other numbers. I've got the figure 1, 2 and 3. I've got that big round one, I don't like it. Corresponding order? No. Name of remitter. quite like that. Have I got any signatures anywhere? Oh, I've got other stamps that I can look at. Let's look at them. Ah, these ones. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Yeah, I quite like them. I'll leave them out. There's a tiny little one. Look, it says postcard. They're teeny tiny postcards. And first class postage. You're set if you've got this. They're all a bit postal. But I mean, it is a postal thing. Let's see what's on this one. There's got to be something on here. Department 253. Yeah, I'm going to put a telephone thing there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the telephone thing there and then that Department 253 under it. Like it's... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to stamp it in this colour, which I have problems remembering. It's called Portobello. I'm going to put that there. Yep. Then I'm going to put the department thing underneath it. Like that. So it looks like it's all one sort of thing. Address. And that's going to be alright, is it? Or do I need a figure 1? Maybe I do. Where's this one? I can make this figure 3 if I wanted. Yeah, I might do that. See if I can. Let's try that. So where does this want to go? About there or about there probably. There we go. Right. So now we've just got to stick the birdie down. Let's put some of these stamps away. These ones go on here. That goes there. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Goes there. And that goes there. Lovely. Right. So now to stick this down, I'm going to use matte medium. You can use glue. Oh, I need to stick this down as well, don't I? That's no good. I forgot about him. Just step him in just a bit from the edge. There we are. Get a piece of our faux sellotape. Faux aged sellotape. There's actual real sellotape. It's just faux aged. Pop that along there. That looks nice. I like that. Now then, the birdie, he's got his 3 layers on. So I need to separate them. If you just moisten your fingertips, you can just pull them apart. It's not a problem. I have no use for these, so they're going in the bin, and that's going to go. He's going to go there. I should say like that. Maybe up a bit. About there. Okay. So I'm going to take my matte medium. Put just a little bit out. You really don't need much. And get a brush or whatever you are using. I didn't clean this yesterday, so it's hard. It's hard. Let's just manipulate it a little bit. Pick some matte medium up and just go from the centre outwards. That's all you need to do. You don't need to put any glue down first or anything like that. The matte medium will go straight through it and stick it down. and that's it. It's as easy as that. Because we used paint, not distress ink, this won't move. Once the paint's dry, it's dry, you can't move it. We used VersaFine for everything else we stamped, so that won't move. So that's it. That's the bird you put on. I mean, it's really, you know, people go on about it, but it just isn't difficult, especially with tissue, with napkins. If you're using Tim Holtz, just, what does he call it? Collage paper, yeah. Then you do need to put glue on first. I will say that. But for the moment, that's all we need for the napkin. Right, so there we are. We've got 2 done. Got another 2 to go, which I shall tackle after lunch. And I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so lunch has been taken. I'm now replete. And time to crack on. Okay, so for one of the other ones, I want to just stamp. And I have looked out this stamp set. Do not ask me where it came from. It's kind of one of those stamp sets I've always had, but I don't know where from. But it's got lots of these sort of meadow flowers in it, and I quite like that idea. So I'm just going to, I think I've had this a long time because these are very well adhered. I don't think they've ever been off. What I need to do, however, is block this bit here because I don't want to go over onto that part. And I might just stick that down actually with what? With a bit of washi tape. Seems a bit extravagant, but it's what I've got to hand, so. I don't want to put it over onto the paint because with my look, it'll bring the paint off. So I'm just going to put that there. And put that there and hope we'll be okay. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to have to watch that it's in place, but that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So I'm going to use my Shady Lane VersaFine, and I'm also going to use this one, which is a new one, Avocado. And I'm going to stamp with the avocado first, I think, till I kind of get a feel of what I'm doing. Now, a stamper I am not, and I'm sure people like Louise Sherburn, who I know is an excellent stamper, will be screaming at me not to do certain things, but I don't know any better, so I'm doing the best I can. So I want to come up sort of from behind, like that. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And maybe this one even higher. Sort of in from the side so we can see the foliage, but don't necessarily need to see all of the stems. I need a new baby wipe. I hope you're having fun with this ABC April challenge. It's meant to be fun, and it is fun. It's great. Now, I haven't wiped that off, and I don't know if I could get a ghost print off that. A little, not much. So I just wipe that off. I'll leave it out because I might want it again. And other stamps available to me are this one. This is a nice one. I'm just going to go in again with the avocado. Maybe over stamp a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't ghost very well. That's possibly enough for the avocado. Might come back to it again, but I think for the moment that's probably enough. Let's wipe the avocado off and go on to the Shady Lane. really want too much stem. So I'm going to come down the page a bit. That's quite nice actually, quite like that. I think I probably only want it there. Okay, that's looking quite nice. I just want it to look a bit like a meadow, which might be asking a bit too much for someone of my limited abilities, but that's what I'm going for. Excuse me. Right, what else have we got? We've got this one. There's lots of these, and you know, until I was actually looking for them, I didn't even know I owned them. So, how about that one there? Yeah, that's looking nice. Now then, maybe something higher up. So I'm going to ghost this, and this should ghost. Yeah, it does. Ghost printing is when you've already taken all of the ink off pretty much with your first stamp, and you've still got some left. So it's called a ghost print because it's a sort of echo of the other one, but not as prominent. What else do I have that I could use? Oh, I've got a little sort of spiky bit. Let's try it. Come out. Yeah, I think it's beginning to look all right. Now then, what I want to do, actually, that bit there in the middle could do. That's all right now, I think. Okay, so we've got something that's kind of beginning to resemble a meadow. Now, on this stamp, at the bottom, I've got this, which is all one stamp. But I think it would make quite a nice foreground. I don't know, I've never stamped it before in my life. As you can see, it does not want to come off the... Oh, I think this has been a stamp a long time. It's a test of your thumbs. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. What I'm thinking is I could sort of put that maybe there, and I'd have a foreground. Let's give it a try anyway, shall we? And I'll do it in the darker green, the shady lane. I'll just get a bit of blue roll. Try and stop the ink going all over my desk. And put that in about there. It's all right. I would have liked it to have been a bit more like that. Oh my goodness, stop stamping. You're just stamping everything. It's true. I am. But I kind of like it. There we are. Happy with that. We've got a less of a sort of meadow, more of a jungle thing going on. But that's all right. That's all right. I quite like it. Right. Okay. So also in this set there is a butterfly, and there are, where have they gone? Here, two teeny tiny little butterflies or dragonflies or some such, which I really quite like. So I'm going to put those on. They do have a right way and a wrong way, as small as they are. And I'm going to do them in black. No, I might do them in this, in the Portobello. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like them in that. Cute, aren't they? So I'm going to put them coming up here. Oh, I'm just having fun now. Just having fun. So they go. Where do they go? There. And then I have got the butterfly itself, which is actually now looking quite large. I don't think I'm going to get all of him on there, but I'll get some. You don't have to print it all, just because you can. And I'm going to do him again in this brownie shade. And I'm just going to have him coming in there like that. There we are. Not sure that I love that butterfly, but he's there now. So there's our little meadow. It's quite cute, isn't it? Do you think it could do with some colour? Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's not going to stop now, is she? I can't help it. I'm not a stamper, am I? I think it could do with some colour. I think you're right, says she to nobody. How about we use Purple Delight? How about we use that, eh? And select one of these stamps that we used before. Maybe even the spiky one. Maybe that's enough. Let's see what this stamp's like. Oh, it's nice. So let's have some coming in. Let's put it back into its safe haven, so I don't get it where I don't want it. And I want to just bring this in like that. Oh, it doesn't look quite so purple when it's better though. It's definitely helping things. I think that's probably all that needs. So tempted to put one in from the other side. Let's just do it, eh? Let's just scratch that itch and do it. There we are. Yes, that's so much better. Huh, quite like that now, actually. Whew. Yeah, I like that. Not sure about this guy, but you know, he's there now. So, time to move on to the other one. So give me a minute to get cleaned up here and then just move on to the last one. Okay, so we're nearly there, just one more to go. And looking at the list of prompts again, we've got correspondence, which we're covering here, cover, no, collage, clusters and charms. So I can surely include a collage. I mean, it could be argued that some of these are collages, that's a stamp collage, you know, but a straight up collage. Let's have a go. Let's have a go, because it's kind of what we do. So I'm just going to put that one on top because it looks like it's not quite dry. Oh, I did find a thing that said wildflowers, so I put it on because it just breaks it up a little bit. So I added that. So let's get the boxes of the little stuff out. Little stuff, bigger stuff, whatever. These are all sort of were labelled as field specimens. So, you know, they might be a good thing to use. I don't know. Entomology sign, numbers, identification. I don't like those. Stop bringing those out. I don't like them. More labels. Leave that one out. That might be quite nice down the side. These are largely labels. Field label approved. Quite like that. That would make a nice topper. See what else we've got in here. Specimen. I don't dislike that. That's all right. That's quite nice. I don't know what that's about. But that's quite nice. Anything else I've got? Let's float in my boat. I quite like that. Yeah, okay. I've got all my Timmy little curators there. They might come in. And I've got these ones from Love Junk Journals. And I surely love these little ones. They're lovely. So there's all manner of numbers and things in here. Should we need a number or two? That's quite nice. Declined field label here. Maybe we'll be glad to put that on. I've got larger ones if I wanted to cover more of the background. That's quite a nice one. Leave that out. A lot of these are slightly bigger than we need. But you've got to start somewhere. That's quite nice as well, isn't it? Maybe a bit too grungy for this project. What? A bit too grungy, you say? I like that. Yeah, that's probably our best shot. Let's have a look and see what we can build with this. If we can build anything. So if I put that centrally, that's covering up almost everything. Probably too much so. I could do with a number sign stamped on it, couldn't it? If I'm going to use that. That I thought might go down the side. But I think I get the feeling this is too large. So let's try that. Let's bring that over a bit. That might go up there. It's a bit like a jigsaw and you don't know what the end picture looks like. Yeah, that's quite a good. I've got that. That's nice. I need to build that up with something. Oh, I don't know. Let's just shunt that way a little bit so that can be hanging off the edge. Yeah, I quite like the way it's going so far. Quite like that. Maybe some Timmy. Maybe I don't want that there. Maybe I want that there. Maybe I want my big field label approved to go in the middle. and then maybe some Timmy curators. I'm not altogether convinced by that piece, so let's get the curator snippets out, have a look, see what we've got. These are not all curator snippets. A lot of them are, some of them aren't. I've got no green anywhere else, but I quite like that. And I could add another piece of green somewhere. I don't like the way that looks there, so let's do that. It's a tiny, teeny tiny little green one here. I like things in threes if you can. It could just fall off the bottom there, that would be quite nice. Okay, coming along, coming along, coming along. That looks quite nice. I don't know if we moved the whole lot up. I think I'll do that. I think I'll stick with what I've got here. Stick be the operative word. I'm going to ink and then stick. I think my brain's gone on holiday since I had my lunch. This one. The whole thing's going to hinge on where this one is, so I need to get it right. So if I put that there, then I can have that butted up to it. And I can worry about this later. Right, so let's do that then. Glue's not altogether happy. I might have to unblock it. Right, so let's put that there. Is that square? Let's use the lines on the board to see. Yeah, pretty much is actually. And let's cut that off, because if not, it's going to take our eye and it's not going to be there at the end. So there we go. Right, well, we made a start then, haven't we? We made a start. Could, if you wanted to, always use that somewhere else, like down there, for example. I like that there. No, I'd have to go down there, I think. I do quite like that there, so I'll leave. I won't stick that, but I'll leave it there. This I have inked around, and I want to see that postcard, so I'm going to move that down a little bit. This glue I'm going to unclog, or at least attempt to. Yeah, that's better. Sorry glue, you've been ever so good as well. So, is there an up and a down? I don't know. Put it that way. So I'm just buttoning that up to there, dropping that down a little bit. And the next thing, was I going to put that there? I think I was, wasn't I? Seems quite big now. Looks quite large. let's see what else we've got. I can put that there. I think it's completely different to how we thought we'd have it, but it really matters not. I quite like that there. Let's do that. I think this is a label from Witchcraft You Do actually, but it's landed up in my Timmy Curator snippet, so it's fair game. So that's just going to go there, like that, and I like that. So far so good. I want something here to cover that, but I might just use one of my small Timmy bits. That will cover that. Yeah, this is shaping up alright, this, quite like it. Lovely. Very nice indeed. So I need something else down here, possibly including that titchy little bit of green. I don't think, as it stands at the minute, I can't include that bit. I need something a bit larger. I did have some numbers that went down the way. I don't know where they were. I don't know where they went. Were they in here? Oh, there's one. Oh, I've just flicked another load over. Come on, Greenie. You will be playing, I can promise you. Oh, I quite like that. Quite like that, I do. Move that up and then I can get that somewhere down here. I don't want it level with that one, that would just look wrong. I don't want it level with that one. Okay. Let's try this one instead. I think that's better. Let's glue this one down. I think I did ink around it already. But no harm in showing it a bit more ink, is there? So I'm just coming up a titchy bit from the bottom. Put that on there. Ink around here. That's going to go like that. I think. Yep. And this, will that cover everything that we need it to cover? Oh yeah, just about does. Wow, it's fortuitous, I must say. It's titchy, this bit. Teeny weeny. Well, I'm still doing my knitting. I'm still really enjoying doing my knitting, actually. Right, is that all the pieces we need on apart from our centre? That centre's great because it touches all the three bits of green. It involves them all, which is excellent. do some stamping, but we can easily do that, or remnant rubs or whatever. I really don't think I need to include anything else, but you know, let's just have a look and see. Quite like that. This little one here says botany. I quite like that as well. Yeah, that they've got to be included. Gotta be. See, it was worth looking. It's just enhanced that now. Happy that we looked. And this one. That's turned out to be not a bad collage, given that I didn't agonise over every single thing, because that's my usual way of collaging. I agonise over every tiny piece. There we go. That is really rather nice. Rather like that. I've got round ones. Wondering whether a round one would be nicer. That's kind of nice. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Let's have a look at that. Let's just put the lid on my Timmy stuff, because it has a habit of getting dropped on the floor when the lid's not on it. Let's see what else we've got. We've got that one, that one, that one and that one. Yeah, that's about it, I think. What's that one say? Natural History Collection. Okay, well, let's audition. Wouldn't be a collage without a bit of auditioning. So I've got that, which is just too big. Got that. Like that. I like that. This, too big. This, that is alright, actually, but not as alright as the specimen was. And the only other one we haven't tried is this one, which is just stupid. So I've got this one, or this one. I like that one. Oh, it doesn't matter. I was going to talk about a program, but I can't even remember what it's called. Little Britain. That's the one where he kept saying, want that one. Right, now do I need to stamp or anything onto there? I've got this little space down here that's kind of bugging me a little bit. I was wondering if I got the remnant rubs out, if I would have something that would fill that. But I really rather like that collage. Let's see where the remnant rubs are. I think if I want field notes, I'm going to have to look at these ones. So it's just, let's see. Let's take one of these sheets out. You get two and they're identical, so I'll just take one out. Oh, I wonder if I've got a circle. Just looking at that, thinking that could do with a little circle. See what I've got by way of little circles. Oh, I've got that. That's not a circle, but it's quite nice. doesn't fit in, does it? It's an outsider. What about that one? I think that's, yeah, I think we need a circle there. Don't know why that came to me. I don't often use circles. No, it's that one. That's the one I need. But before I do that, I just want to have a look at these remnant rubs. See if I've got something that would go there. Oh, I've got a load of numbers here. They would go. Let's do number 9. Where is it? Here. I don't know about you, and I hope if you do end up doing what I've done that you have fun, because I have had pure fun today doing this. I don't know, I haven't felt this way about journaling for ages. I've just really had fun with it. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use the tip of my tweezers, which is why I always use the little lolly stickers in there, so if you don't want to use the round end of your tweezers, you don't have to. There we are. I quite like that there. That looks alright, doesn't it? Looks like it's supposed to be there. Yep. I don't know about putting anything up there. Let's put the glue back on its thingy. I don't think it needs it. Maybe it does. I'm going to glue this down anyway, because we know where that needs to go. It needs to go there. Right there. Lovely. And then this, which needs inked around, it's going in that top corner. Just there, over that sort of mishmash of other things that meet up there. Yeah, that's a good job. Good job, little round thing. Yeah, so we've got the same problem again. Do we want to put something down here, across there, or do I just want to leave it? Let's see what we've got, and then we can at least know. Does identification check? It does fit there. Let's put that down there then. Who said we couldn't? Nobody. Nobody is the answer to that question. Okay. Just using the tweezers, because if you touch the back with your fingertips, it very often wants to come off, which I don't want it to do. I think that's about straight. Yeah, I think that looks better actually with that round down. Speak up, woman. I think that looks better with that down there. I don't know what I was trying to say before. I'll give it a good rub, and just as you peel it back, just check that everything's come off, which it has. Oh yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? Whoo, looks swanky. Okay, flush with success. Shall we try something there? What shall we put there? Oh, I've got those big numbers. Quite like those. Would they fit there? And it'd be a bit tight actually with a P for the postcard. So let's move along. Oh, are they the same size? They probably are. Yeah, I think they are. Oh, so many nice things. What does one choose? How about Exhibit A? Exhibit A. Let's go for that. I was talking to Mary Gordon a short while ago, before I started doing this, and she was saying that they'd had really bad weather, tornado. I must say, I don't envy her that. It's high winds really frighten me. I mean, we live in the middle of a forest, so it's not great when it's really windy. But you just can't do anything about it, can you? It's a force of nature, you know, obviously. And there's nothing that you can do against it. If it rains, you can put your brolly up or go inside or whatever. Same with snow, same with sun, whatever. But wind, there's no escaping it. I mean, you can escape the feeling of it by going inside, but it's still windy outside and it's still frightening. Quite like that. I think that looks nice, and I'm just going to put something up there. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to end it there. And I like that. That's quite a nice collage, actually. I quite like it. Okay. So, I've got lots of things to put away. But I am being quite tidy, you know, since I got my new craft room sorted. I must admit, it is helping with the tidiness, which then helps my mind. It just helps me feel more free. So, there we go. That's the collage. Let's put these bits back so we don't lose them for when we want them again. And have a look at what we've achieved today. So we've got the wildflowers one, which I actually quite like. The fussy cut one, the decoupage one. Yeah, that's quite a nice haul. And if you think it's not thick enough, or if you've made the back dirty, you might want to back them with some, you know, something, copier paper, anything at all. And there you have it, for really, really lovely journaling cards. Yes, these are the two that I did as prototypes, and I've also got another two that are ready to go, just need decorating. So we're all right, I think, for journaling cards now. And the other day we made pockets, so we're all right for them. Yeah, I definitely prefer this bundled sage to this, which I can't even remember what it was. It was antique linen and something else. But I didn't brayer it on, I dibby-dabbed it, and I really prefer that braid finish. It's lovely. So, there you go. I can't tell you any more than that because I don't know any more than that. You know all I know now. Ooh, let's scoot them over a bit. There you go. About making postcards. Well, actually, that's not true, is it? You could keep going forever decorating and faffing on. But thanks very, very much for joining me. What have we got tomorrow anyway? D. Distress. Yes, that's me. I'm in a constant state. Digitals. Oh, that won't please that woman that messaged me yesterday, will it? Decoupage, die cuts, and dangles. Oh, it's another really rich one. Lots to choose from. Or any D that you fancy. If you can think of something with D, you know, dancing, dynamite, whatever it is that you want to use, and you're posting on that day, on tomorrow, you can use anything you like with D. Just use the hashtag. I saw it before. Don't know where it went. Yeah, here it is. This hashtag here. Hashtag ABC April 2025. If you're posting it on Facebook, YouTube or Instagram, please use the hashtag, and then all of us can get to see what everybody's doing, because it's quite a lovely collaboration, this. I'm really enjoying it so far. So tomorrow I'll see you for D. Until then, thank you very much, and please take care. Bye.